Hi there, I'm Simon and welcome back to PhotoBite Kids. So next up in our series of photo challenges for kids aged between 5 and 15 years old is a challenge called Frames and Filters. This is asking you really to think about using things around the house that can distort and alter the look and feel of a picture that you're taking. It could be anything. Could be sweet wrappers, it could be glasses of water or coloured plastic, any of these things that could make your picture look a bit different. But I'm not going to go too far into what you can do with this challenge. I'm going to leave that to our trusty photo expert, Professor Gardner, who's going to hand over to in just a minute. But before I do that, I'm going to let you know that at the end of this week's challenges, we're going to collate our favourite pictures so far that we've been sent, and thank you so much for sending them in, they're absolutely brilliant. And we're going to pick our favourite ones so far, and we're going to give away a fantastic pair of AOA PowerBud headphones. These are in-ear headphones. They're absolutely brilliant. We've tried them, not these ones, another pair, but they're absolutely brilliant. We've got some to give away and they could be yours. So get involved and we could be sending these out to you very soon. If you're watching this after the time and you're going to try the challenge later on, don't worry, still send us your pictures, get involved with the challenge and we'll share them, we'll comment and all that good stuff. So yes, without further ado, I'm going to hand you over to Professor Gardner. Here he is.
Yeah, thanks Simon. So as you heard, we'll be trying to use things around the home to create a filter. So what I did is I went around the house, I was thinking, what could I put together to create the filters? What if we mix things together? So that's what we're going to try. This is what I've got today. So I have a dessert pot, which is made of glass. I have a glass for water. I've got some juice. I've got a canteen full of water. And then I got a cheese grater. Not random at all. Right, so I got my little glass pot and I've got my phone. And we're just going to try and experiment on how we can get some cool little shots. So all I'm doing is I'm just moving this around. So I'm just moving it around over the phone just to see if because here's the thing with this, is it's not flat on the top, it's actually curved on the inside. So what I'm doing is I'm seeing how that affects the lens on the camera. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try it this way, then I'm going to try it that way and just see what I can come up with. Let's try this side. Oh, this is a bit sharper actually. And again, I'm just moving it in and out to see what I can do to try and get a cool picture. When you try these things, you may not find the perfect filter, so that is when you've got to try some of the others. So moving on, we'll be using this glass here. What we're going to do is take water out of this canteen and we're going to pour it into the glass. Don't spill it, Luke. Now, what I was thinking is we place it down somewhere like this, and we get like a low angle, and we see how it squishes it all together. Oh, I got an idea. I've got an idea. Does my face look funny? Yeah? See, you can even do selfies with this. It's a selfie filter. No selfie? Cool selfie. Look at that, I have a cactus in my glass. No, I don't. Yes, I do. Right, now for this guy. So if we look through here, we can see, you can kind of see through it, but we've also got these labels in the way. So what we're going to do is pour some into the water. New filter, you like? I like it. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty sweet. See how it makes everything so different? Now you can do this with different types of juice to see what kind of colors you can get. Try it with squash, but don't use too much, otherwise you can't see through it and it won't work. Right, let's see if we can make some photos with it. So what I'm doing is I'm getting really close to the glass and I'm just gonna try and photograph, because if we go too far back, it doesn't really work that well, but if you get really close, it looks really cool. And we're just taking some pictures like that, but it's very different. It almost looks like a different world. Like you're looking through it and it's just really weird, but cool. So now it brings us on to frames. So this breaks away from the norm of using things to create filters, which is like you're covering something up over the camera to give you a weird look. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and see if we can do something to go on the outside. So we call that a frame. And it's also referred to as a frame in a frame, which is like that. So you can see me, but you can also see the edges if I do this, I want to remind you of a previous episode we did where we were testing out an idea of using toys to create scenes. Now coming back to that, I may have merged two of them together. So we have bad guy in the back, and then we have pirate. Turns out they're space pirates, but no one ever told me. So they're busy going back to their mothership. So what we need to do is go in there and document. Like so. And I did turn the flash on, adds a bit more light, and there you have it. And that is how you get a frame and a frame. Right, well, I hope you got some ideas out of using all these different things. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below, but we can't wait to see what you guys show us and what you've been up to. Don't forget to submit them using the hashtag. And as always, my name's Luke, this is PhotoBite, and we'll see you next time.